I've always considered video games as a medium of artwork or some way to express or convey emotion. Very much like you would say the same thing about a TV show, a movie, music, a book, or a piece of artwork. It's there to convey emotion and express one's emotion towards a particular subject. Take for example The Last of Us. Play that game, play the first 10 minutes, tell me you did not feel a single thing, and I will be surprised. Same thing with a game like Journey, a 2-hour Journey destination game where it conveys some sort of emotion in you, and you don't really know how to explain it, but you feel something when you play that video game. And that's my philosophy on video games. But then we get these crazy incidents that are happening in real life with violence, gun scares, and you see a lot of politicians blaming video games because of that. They need a scapegoat to explain why these things are happening, and all the time it's video games. Video games are bad for us, they're violent, they're causing crimes. I never really believed in that, and that got me thinking, what countries have actually banned video games in their country and why? What led them to ban this sort of medium in their country, for what reason? So today we're going to be looking at 5 crazy examples of banned video games around the world. Number 5. Dead Rising 3. The launch of the Xbox One suffered a minor hit in Germany when one of its launch titles, Dead Rising 3, was banned in the country. Germany's BPJM banned Dead Rising 3 for having elements closely resembling human enemies, in this case zombies. It's without surprise too, since both of the previous entries in the series also suffered a similar issue in Germany. It seems crazy, right? I get that Germany doesn't want people to play games where humans harm other humans, I understand that. But these are zombies, they don't even exist. Number 4. Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 was banned in Thailand after a teenager confessed to murdering a taxi driver trying to mimic a scene in the video game. The teenager told police that he wanted to see if it was as easy to rob a taxi driver in real life as it was in the video game. The game was banned in Thailand, and any seller found with a copy of the game on their store shelf could face up to 3 years in prison. This is crazy, right? Like, not the fact that they actually got banned, but the fact that the teenager actually admitted to doing this and the reason why he did it. That seems crazy to me. No, usually it's not that way. It's usually that someone will do something and some sort of politician will try to explain the situation to the best of his abilities, which is, let's blame video games. But this kid actually admitted to doing it because of video games, which seems crazy to me. I don't know how I would accurately respond to that either. I'm sure the ban was probably an accurate response to this, but that still seems insane to me. Number 3. Bully. Bully was developed by Grand Theft Auto creators Rockstar in 2006 for the PS2, Xbox 360, and the Wii. The game had you play as a high school student that climbs the many different ranks of high school, like nerds to bullies. The game was banned in Brazil for taking place in the school. Apparently parents weren't happy with the violence in the video game because it took place in a school very similar to the ones that their children went to. Now parents don't want to think about their children suffering, and I totally understand that, but bullies exist. They're a real thing in real life. People suffer from being bullied in schools from when I was a kid to now. It's something that exists, and the more that people or parents disregard it and try to ignore the fact that they actually exist, the worse the problem gets. So just banning a video game that expresses the situation or talks about the situation in any form is bad. You should do something about the real life thing and not ban the video game that is a fantasy. Number 4. Counter-Strike. And Brazil does it again. Counter-Strike was banned in Brazil just like Bully was, but guess why? Was it the shooting? Was it the killing? Wrong. It's actually because the game featured a user-created map designed around the slums of Brazil. Slums are shanty towns where crime rates are really high and the poverty levels are really high. Apparently the Brazilian government didn't like that some parts of their country were being depicted this way, and so they gave the game a ban. Slums exist, Brazil. If you don't want people talking about the slums in your country, then maybe do something about them. Number 1. Football Manager 2005. Football Manager 2005. Yeah, I know. Not really the game you'd expect, right? Well, the game was banned in China, not for guns, violence, or strong language. What really pissed off China was the fact that the game featured Tibet as an independent country, one that was actually imperialized by China. Here's the thing though, the game was never actually going to come to China. The only reason the game was actually in China in the first place was the fact that people in China got bootleg copies of the English version early. How do you even respond to that? It's like having a kid steal a cookie from you that you stole from the cookie jar. That's wow, just much wow. And those are 5 crazy video game bans across the world. I know it's a controversial subject, especially recently with some of the things that happened here in the United States. Some terrible violent crimes that happened recently, and a lot of people are pointing at video games for the situation or why it happened. And I just wanted to put my 2 cents into that situation, sort of the topic itself. But there you guys go. 5 crazy situations that happen across the world with video games getting banned. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on the matter. Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you all very much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it and feel like being awesome, you guys can drop a like below and share the video on your social network feeds, as it helps the channel grow an audience, and I greatly appreciate it, so thank you. If you guys want to keep up to date with me off of YouTube, you guys can check out the social network links in the description below. I have my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat. I got all that information down there. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, I'm Luis from GvN. I'll see you guys in the next one.